Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Gears Cup series on Twitch.tv, home of the Horse Boat. Glad to have you along with us. I am Tom Torrey, aka The Horse Boat. Hope you're having a great Friday night as I just returned from a wonderful golf outing and shot a 75 today at a scramble. So that's pretty damn good. Let's get right into it, though. It's not about me. It's about iRacing. So let's get moving. Driver standings after Atlanta race 21 of 30. Nate Fuller with his fourth win of the year, and the fourth one being the most important one last week at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Mike DeWalt is right behind him with 21 points. Aiden Lunn in third with 78 back. Cody Johnson in fourth, and Perrin Huggins in fifth, and on down the line. Those are your 12 competitors racing for a chance to stay in the chase. Over here, some on track here. Robert Fitzpatrick Sr.'s taking his qualifying laps, and you're not going to get to see qualifying tonight because I took too damn long to get home. We're looking at the chase schedule for 2023. Tonight is the University of Carolina Phoenix 200, followed by Red Seal 200 August 11th at Iowa Speedway, and then the Coke 300 at Charlotte Motor Speedway, which will have 4 stages, which we're excited to bring to you. Darlington Raceway for the Southern 250, and then Talladega Super Speedway on September 8th. Hope you have your calendar circled for that. As we are getting set to go green flag racing here, give me one moment and we'll get you live trackside with the Gears Cup Series.
Welcome everyone to the University of Carolina Phoenix Raceway.
Here we go. Take you now trackside here at Phoenix Raceway. A new face I see in here tonight, Chris Thomas Jr., David Chandler, the fourth. Mike DeWalt here, John Cutlip is in the house, Justin Vander Morel, hopefully I said that correctly. Getting set now. Let's go through what the driver's going to have to face here tonight. Tonight is going to be 156 laps, stage 1 to completion of lap 40, and stage 2 to completion of lap 60. They'll have 1 fast repair, 5 tire sets, and it'll be a nighttime race time with a fixed setup of Phoenix. Again, it looks like you can pass on that dog leg. We'll see if that is true. Again, happy to have you along. EWB, let's go horse boat. And Burrell, if you were messaging me, I was out on a golf outing. I do have Trading Paints Pro. Looks like you should be good. Looking around the track, see the 78 of John Howard in the house. Josh Cole, the Focus Factor 43 Camaro. Lucas Reed in that 10. Newcomer in the house in the John Deere 29 Chevy Camaro. Chris Thomas Jr. See Cutlip here tonight. That Mobile 128 Ford Mustang. He puts it in the wall. Looks like we have roughly 30 drivers here getting ready for race time. As let's get the grid going here for the Gears Cup Series. On the pole tonight is Perrin Huggins. Alongside of him is going to be Elliott Drummond. Row 2, Ethan Burrell and Matthew Weeks. Row 3 is Justin Vandermerel and Mike DeWalt. Row 4 is Brandon Meyer and Jonathan Militia. Row 5 is Tyler Curley and Josh Cole. Rounding out our row 6, Sean Anderson and Jeremy Beal. Looking down the list as we go, Tyler Steiner and David Chandler. Chris Thomas Jr. and Trey Holmes in row 8. Row 8. Row 9, John Howard and Christopher Pugliese. Row 10 is John Cutlip and Keaton Salyers. Row 11 is going to be Robert Fitzpatrick Sr. and Cody Johnson. Kyle Munson and Lucas Reed in row number 12. And Matt Albert and Aiden Lund in row number 13. And pulling up the rear is Chris Lawrence in the 45 car. So again, I'll go back through these very slowly so you get kind of an idea where your driver is at. And let's get ready to rumble. 156 laps set to go as we're getting set for green flag racing. Perrin Huggins and Elliott Drummond is going to lead us down to the green flag.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
And we are off to the races. Using that dog leg, getting underneath that yellow line. Now the thing is, they don't have to let the opposing driver come back up. Oh, Pugliese getting loose. Dropping in. Looks like he's dropping in. Looks like he's going to hang back there. So good safe start so far for these drivers. Huggins, Burrell, Drummond, Vandermerel, and Weeks are top 5. Oh, we got action. We got action early. Looks like the 30 car in the wall.
Yellow flag is out.
That is David Chandler, and that is unfortunate. Let's get another look at it. All right, let's stop and break it down again. Looks like there's a 29. Chris Thomas, John Cutlip, and Chandler just breaks, just snaps loose, looks like, going into that turn. Yeah, he's already trying to anticipate. Maybe he's just anticipating the turn. They did not follow suit. And that's going to hurt a little bit for our newcomer, David Chandler. Cut it back now to our live shot. So that is our first caution of the night, 4 laps in. 3 laps in, technically, if you're keeping score at home. The GOAT for the win. Just saying, Perrin Huggins has always been fast. Yes, he has, but he's also good at screwing himself over. He's aggressive. He's very good. I'm a big fan of Perrin Huggins. But sometimes he gets just a little too aggro, at least for my taste. But it's nice to have somebody here with that type of mentality. He's got a winner mentality, and he's doing the best to bring home the bacon. Again, another one of those guys to watch out currently. He sits 5th in the chase standings. Just short of a lock to make it to the next round. So as they get set to re-rack them, Parrot Huggins, Ethan Burrell, Elliott Drummond, Justin Vandermerel, Matthew Weeks, Mike DeWalt, Tyler Curley, Jonathan Militia, Josh Cole, and Jeremy Beal, your top 10. I think they will get the one to go this time by. Hopefully that is the case. Lovely view. Looks like Elliott Drummond has changed numbers and has gone to the 2 car. I don't blame him. The deuce is a good number to have for his Miller Genuine Draft Ford Mustang. Very fitting. So what we got here. All right, so they're going to re-rack and get hot and heavy here on the restart. Let's see what Huggins and Burrell can do. Burrell in the 37 has been a fast car. See what he's got for that Chevy Camaro on the left as we're going back green flag racing here for the University of Karen of Phoenix 200. Again, chase race 2 of 10. Next week, we head off to Iowa for the Red Seal 200. August 11th, mark your calendars, get ready, set, and ready to rock as we get set to go green flag racing in the Gears Cup Series. And they are back at it. Elliott Drummond with a huge run. Huggins to the outside, Drummond to the inside. Cuts back in. Going underneath the dogleg goes Drummond. Huggins! Huggins is going to take out the field! He doesn't. They hold pace. They're going to keep it green. Oh, Militia. Does he get by him? He does. Steiner trying to keep it straight alongside him as well. Oh, bad news bears for Parrot Huggins as the right side of his car is just falling apart. He kept it together, and that's the important thing, but he's left it to the outside and is going to have to wait another lap to pit. That is unfortunate, but again, another variable. And there we go! Tyler Steiner in the 29 of Chris Thomas Jr. Yeah, Junior's on the bottom of the track there. Caution should be coming out for that. Should have been a caution for that. Not sure why it wasn't. But we're going to keep chugging along. See what happened in the aftermath with Ethan Burrell as he's dropped back to 12th. Getting wild early as we're riding along with the 37 car of Ethan Burrell. Hometown, Vancouver, Washington. Hopefully some of his family is watching here tonight. A lot of track position he has lost. 9 positions from his starting spot. But the biggest mover so far, as we'll pan to, is John Cutlip in the 28 from Fairfax, Virginia. Driving around that Ford Mustang right behind Mike DeWalt, battling for 6th place. Josh Cole right there on the outside. But Jonathan Cutlip, 11 spots from where he began and the biggest mover so far of the night. Looking out, Elliott Drummond has a slight lead, but Justin Vandermerel is coming in that M&M's 18 Toyota Camry. Nice solid line throughout. Let's ride along with Justin to kick off our first loose and loud segment of the evening for the Chase Race 2 of 10. Bring you back in after about 5 to 6 laps of sweet engines loud. Surprised we didn't see any action, but Justin Vandermarel, your leader, Tyler Curley in second, Elliott Drummond third, Matthew Weeks in fourth, Jeremy Beal fifth, John Cutlip, Mike DeWalt, Trey Holmes, Josh Cole, and Jonathan Militia rounding out your top 10. Again, if you see those sweet purple banners above the windshield of those drivers, that means they are in the chase. You see on Jonathan Militia's car there, that 69 Skoll Chevy Camaro. One of the 12. Right on board here with Tyler Curley. A young man with a bright future in this sport. He is about a second back of the leader, Justin Vandermarel. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Justin Vandermarel. I'm sure I'll be corrected if I talk to him this evening. So here you are, Tyler Curley, hanging out, keeping it real, as he just barely taps the wall there. But he is riding around in second. Elliott Drummond there, Matthew Weeks in the 11 car. Jeremy Beal having a good race. Haven't said his name much this evening in the 47 Chevrolet Camaro. Nos. But he's having a good time. Looks like he is well on his way so far. 7 positions up from where he was. But then we come back to this young man right here, John Cutler in the 28. 13 spots up. And another interesting young man is in the Rocket League car. The 61, Matt Albert, up 10 spots from where he started, which was 25th. He's now moved up to 15th. Happy to see him having a good run here at a difficult track, and that is Phoenix Raceway. Aiden Lund, again, another points contender in the Pennzoil 3 Ford Mustang. 3rd place in points in the chase. Christopher Pugliese has dropped back to 20th. Started 18th. That near first lap collision really put a damper on things. And a lap down right now looks like is Perrin Huggins. Perrin Huggins is a lap down. Ethan Burrell, David Chandler. It looks like Chris Thomas Jr. 4 laps down. Munson has hit the pits. And Christopher Lawrence is out of the race. Moving the focus back up front now. Looks like John Howard and Christopher Pugliese are in jeopardy of going a lap down to this man, Justin Van der Morel. Making his debut here tonight and making it known to everybody else that he is just playing out better than you. 28 laps in so far. The M&M's car has continued to dominate. Putting Pugliese down now, Howard down a lap. And here comes the field to follow. He's got about a half-second lead on the rest of the field at the moment. We're going to keep it right here and see what kind of transpires between the field trying to get through this lap traffic. Pugliese driving that high side. Last week was a battle of attrition. This week it seems to be more mellowed out. But again, this is early on. We still got a long way to go. 31 laps in of 156. Your leader, Justin Van der Morel, Elliott Drummond, Jeremy Beal, John Cutlet, Matthew Weeks, Trey Holmes, Tyler Curley, Mike DeWalt, Jonathan Militia, and Brandon Meyer rounding out your top 10. Haven't said Brandon's name at all here yet. Getting challenged by Steiner for 10th place. Let's watch this battle. Just behind them is Cody Johnson. No Nathan Fuller tonight. He had to take a provisional. So his lead's certainly going to take a hit. Perhaps a small price to pay for the longevity of the rest of the season. Again, after this race, we have 8 races left on the year before we're done. Got a holiday season lined up. B Chevy 14. Just noticed your follow. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Bringing us up to 223. Justin Vandermerel, Elliott Drummond, John Cutlip, Jeremy Beeler, Matthew Weeks, your top 5 with Trey Holmes, Mike DeWalt, Jonathan Militia, Tyler Curley, and Brandon Meyer running up your top 10. It looks like Curley is coming up slow. Not sure what happened here. Let's back it up real quick and see if we can get any type of clarity. Oh, he went for a ride. Well, saved his bacon. Good for him. All he lost was some time and track position. 18 cars. You see the big green machine, your leader, and has led most of the way. Again, the first stage break coming up here very shortly at lap 40. Will it be Vandermerel or will it be Elliott Drummond? Drummond now making the push. And you saw him earlier just kind of let other cars go by, kind of preserve his tires. He is going hard in the paint right now, trying to track him down. Who will it be, Drummond or Vandermerel? The 28 is trying to cut the lead down and is slowly but surely doing it, but it definitely will not be in enough time as we're going to have 2 laps to go as we cross the start-finish line. Elliott Drummond has taken the lead away. What a battle. Again, looking back, the only one that's in the chase right now that's in near points to get points is going to be Mike DeWalt. But he's being chased by Jonathan Militia as we come to the final lap. Drummond with a nice smooth line, getting in and out of 1 and 2 fairly easy. Coming across the finish line, Elliott Drummond is going to be your Stage 1 winner.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
For the University of Karen of Phoenix 200. So as they get set and re-rack, go grab yourself a beverage. Get ready for Stage 2, which is going to be a 20-lap jaunt at the completion of lap 60. So Elliott Drummond, your Stage 1 winner. If we're going to get reset. Only 1 caution here so far. That was unscheduled. We've got 42 laps in. Again, I must apologize for the late start. Got in a little late. But I'm happy to be here bringing you the coverage of the Gears Cup Series. Next week is going to be a doozy at Iowa, August 11th. Hopefully you got your calendar circled for the next, 8 more Friday nights. A lot can change in a short amount of time here. Once we get back cruising, we're going to do a quick Stage 2 Loose and Loud segment. Let's see if I can get an interview with our on-track reporter. I am back with our live in-race reporter, Mike DeWalt, in the DeWalt Flex Volt 20 Toyota Camry. Mike, you got a copy? And of course, they can't hear you, so give me a moment. Well, apparently my shit sucks. And I should probably just call it a day. But alas, we're going to get back to green flag racing here very shortly. Again, completion of lap 60 is going to be what we're looking for here. Elliott Drummond and Justin Vanderbilt is going to lead us off. All right, Elliott Drummond set to lead us down. We're going blimp cam for stage 2 for the University of Carolina Phoenix 200. Going in the Geico restart zone is Elliott Drummond. And he got a great jump. Trey Holmes pulling Vanderbilt, pushing him with his Mountain Dew car. And look at them all dive. Hopefully everybody gets off and running okay. Seems to be the case. Oh, 61, about to lose it. He saves it. And it's there, it's gonna stay green on that. Looks like Anderson, Fitzpatrick, oh, and they get into each other.
Yellow flag is out.
Oh, that was an orgy of pain. Holy Rita Rutner. If anybody know whose that is, you get 5 points. Let's take a look at this again. So everybody's got to check up a little bit. I get it. Bang in the front end from Cole to Anderson. Fitzpatrick gets a good run. I don't know what he didn't see there. Obviously, there was a car right next to him, and I'm not sure why that somebody didn't see that. Play it back one more time. Again, third caution here tonight. Lucas Reed looks like he gets away barely. Barely. Hopefully not too much damage done to either car. Yeah, looks like he's going to be okay. Oh, yeah. All right. Looks like he's going to be A-okay. That right there, again, our third caution of the evening. Go back, green flag racing is going to be less than 10 laps to go for the stage 2 sprint. And then from there on out, hopefully green flag laps all the way to 156. Again, Red Seal 200 is next week, followed by the Coke 300. And some things should shape out from there on who's going to stay in the chase and who's going to pack it in. Again, a quick look at our points, and then I'll bring you back in track side. Obviously, with Nate Fuller not being in the house tonight, taking a provisional, his lead is going to take a hit. But it solely depends on who's going to step up and fill that void. So far, Mike DeWalt and Cody Johnson and Jonathan Militia all in the top 10. You got Lucas Reed hanging around there in 13th. Kyle Munson is out. Huggins working his way back up to 16th. Sean Anderson in 20th. So we got a lot to play for here. Bring you back in now real quickly is our on-track race reporter, Mike DeWalt. Mike, give me a copy.
Check, check.
Holy cow, it works. Praise the Lord.
How's it going, dude?
It's going pretty well. I'm glad I could make it. Glad to hang out here with you tonight. I know you're going with the one to go here. What is the quick synopsis or on-track feel tonight?
Well, first of all, I just want to thank you and everybody watching. Appreciate that, broadcasting the race. Second of all, really impressed with stage one. Only had one caution. Did not expect that. But anyway, the grip on this track is just incredibly loose. I have no control over my car. So to be going in a straight line without crashing is a win. So we'll see what happens the rest of the way.
All right. Well, Mike, we'll get you back where you need to be. Thank you for joining us. And that was Mike DeWalt in the 20 car going to lead us down in his respective row. Looks like he's going to be starting about 9th or 10th. And Elliot Drummond, I should say, is going to lead us down back to green. Thank you, Mike DeWalt, for an excellent on-track reporting.
Green's out. Green flag.
Back green flag racing we go. Elliot Drummond read the memo, and he's gone. Everybody trying to get through that dog leg. Let's go through the blimp cam again. It really served us well last time. Looks like everybody's getting through it. Except Keaton Sawyers. Again, transferring from the 19 to the 91. Looks like he's keeping it together now. Huggins to the mighty inside. Trying to make up some ground. As we have less than 10 laps to go for the end of stage 2. Elliot Drummond and John Cutlip battling for it out for position here. Yeah, look, everybody goes down the yellow line to the exit of pit road. All the different variances of lines being run here. Everybody trying to find extra hit speed. Tyler Curley. Oh, man. Let's back it up and see what we can find with Curley here real quick. Oh, and him and Burrell get into it. Burrell's going to keep her straight. Wow, that is unfortunate. We're going to keep it green. Drummond has opened up a 1.5 second lead on the rest of the field. Drummond going for the stage sweep. It's nice to see a lot of drivers here play spoiler. The only guy within the playoff points battle right now, you're looking at it. 6th, 7th, and 8th between Militia, Johnson, and DeWalt. Good group of traffic right there. Rough and rowdy. 5 laps, 4 laps to go here at the line. Bada big, bada boom. Elliott Drummond crosses the line. He has taken it to another level, kind of one-upping Justin Vandermeer in a way. Cody Johnson marching past Mike DeWalt and Jonathan Militia, moving his way up into 6th, 16th spot, and the biggest mover of the day so far. Three laps to go. Can the 18-car drag down Elliott Drummond? Will BeInYourMouth.com ever be a real thing? Find out. C-Law redeemed a loose and loud segment. We will redeem that when we come back from our caution break after lap 60. But we will get that going for you. 2 laps to go. Drummond, Vandermeer, Trey Holmes, John Cutlip, Matthew Weeks, Cody Johnson, Mike DeWalt, Brandon Meyer, Jonathan Militia, and Keaton Sawyers rounding out your top 10. 1 lap to go as we cross the line. Again, same story, maybe a different ending between Vandermeer and Elliott Drummond. Side by side. The crispy M&M's Toyota Camry AT car, and they're going to touch doors. They better not get too close. That dreaded netcode will get you. Going into the final turn, coming around. Elliott Drummond is going to win stage 2 of the University of Karen of Phoenix 200.
Yellow flag is out.
Congratulations to that young man right there. And we'll see if we can get an in-car interview. Ellie, you got a copy? We're going to do a quick in-race interview if you don't mind. Is that good? All right, here we go. Talking live now is the winner of Stage 1 and Stage 2, the Miller Genuine Draft Ford Mustang number 2 car, Elliott Drummond. Elliott, you are 2 for 2 tonight on the stage sweeps. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good here.
Now, the feedback that I got from Michael DeWalt after a last caution is people are having a hard time controlling their car. Are you having that kind of issue?
Oh, absolutely not. Only on the short run, but once I get into the mid to long run, man, I feel lights out in 1 and 2. 3 and 4, I could work on a bit, but that might just be a small brake bias adjustment. But overall, like later in the run, it just feels built for the long run, long haul. Short run, I'm always just managing. I'm not so.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. I don't want you to give too much of your strategy away, but we do appreciate your time. Good luck the rest of the way. Let's get that win.
All right, I'll try. So.
All right, good luck, man. And that was Elliott Drummond in the number 2 Miller Genuine Draft Ford Mustang. Thank you for coming on to the show after dominating the race so far. Very impressed. Looks like Aiden Lund got off, or he did not pit. I was going to say got off of pit road, but he did not pit, and neither did Matt Albert. Some strategy at play here between these 2 young men. Albert staying out, he wants to lead a few laps, of course. Again, playoff contender. Guy who's a 2-time winner this season. If I'm correct, let me double check that. Yeah, he's got 2 wins on the year. 7 top 5s, 13 tops 10. He's led going into tonight 112 laps. The leader amongst this group is Mike DeWalt with 277 going into tonight. Again, Iowa Speedway next week for the Red Seal 200 is going to be bananas. A lot of additional pressure is going to be put on these drivers that are in the chase. Additionally, tonight, if they're on that bubble, on the bubble of getting eliminated, and we'll get that all straightened out for you next week, kind of give you a who's in and who could be possibly eliminated. Again, Matt Albert not pitting here on this stop, or this caution. Strategy must be at play. Looks like he's going to choose the outside line and lead us down for the final stage. The good one, as chase 2 of 10 is popping off. We will have a recruitment race as always post-race. So hopefully, if you're hanging out in the chat, want to get in and hang out with your favorite Gears Cup Series driver, or just hang out with us in general, we would love to have you. Again, Matt Albert and Elliot Drummond going to lead us down. Matt Albert, the car to follow, as we'll keep it here for the restart. Again, you are watching the Gears Cup Series only on Twitch.tv at the Casa de la Horse Boat. The final stage of the University of Carolina Phoenix set to pop off.
Green flag, green
And
flag.
we are off. When I mean off, I mean on. Look at the array of cars. Oh my goodness. Keaton Sawyers and Tyler Curley getting into each other a little bit, but not enough to wreck each other. Good heads-up play by everybody else there involved. And with that, we're going to get into this loose and loud segment requested by Chris Lawrence, C-Law. But before I do that, DEFCON76 has subscribed with Prime, and he has followed. And you there are the best. I appreciate that so much. Up to 224 followers and counting. Thank you for being part of the Gears Cup Series and Gears Nation. With that, I bid you adieu into our Loose and Loud segment, brought to you by C-Law.
Yellow flag is out.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We have a caution? Well, we got to find out what happened there, don't we, ladies and gentlemen? Okay. Well, I think we found it. This one is between Brandon Meyer and Tyler Curley. Let's see how this plays out in real time, and then we'll back it up. Curley just loses it flat out. Oh, it looks like Anderson getting involved. Reed hits the wall, loses contact, or avoids contact, excuse me. And I think Curley just hopped out of the car real quick for a tow. So that is unfortunate. Let's see what we can pick up in this angle. Yeah, it looks like he loses it. I don't think Meyer did himself any service, but then bangs into Anderson. Reed slaps the wall, and that is that. Looks like we have people pitting. And that means maybe let's get another driver in here. See who I can drum up. With me now, driving the Rocket League 61 Ford Mustang, Matt Albert. Currently driving around the track here. Looks like he's sitting in 15th currently. But Matt, how are you doing? You led some laps there. Was not pitting after that second stage by design? Or what was going through your head there?
Oh yeah, it was absolutely by design. It just didn't help that when I went down into turn 1, I just didn't hit the brakes nearly hard enough, and I just overdrove the corner completely, trying to race people on fresher tires.
That will happen.
It was completely by design. I wanted to get a couple laps led for the bonus point. I mean, other than that, I think I'm in a pretty good spot, to be honest, still, for a top 15 at least, top 10 maybe.
Yeah, no, I would agree. And I mean, you know, getting out there again, the points are so precious in the chase. As you know, where you stand, you could be just as good as being on the bubble this week, you know, going into next week. But yeah, scratching, clawing at everything. Matt, you're doing a good job here tonight, bud.
Thank you, thank you.
That was Matt Albert in the 61 Ford Mustang Rocket League car for a quick interview. Sometimes I don't have shit to say, so I do apologize if if I come off like I'm an idiot. But sometimes I'm just tired. I'll just be flat out honest. Lights are off. Going back, green flag racing. Elliot Drummond and Trey Holmes going to lead us down the path. DEFCON 76 says your commentary is top notch. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Been working at it a long time. Glad to be here doing this for the Gears Cup Series. A great group of people to work with. And great racecraft as Elliot Drummond and Trey Holmes set to kick it off. I'm still used to the old configuration of Phoenix, so I get pumped 10 seconds before the actual race resumes. Stuck in my old ways, but we have Elliot Drummond, Trey Holmes, Justin Vandermerel, Perrin Huggins, Matthew Weeks, Cody Johnson, Jonathan Militia, Mike DeWalt, Keaton Sawyer, Jeremy Beal rounding out your top 10, and we are back. Green flag racing. See all those people dipping below that yellow line, but that is a dangerous precedent to set. Drummond and Holmes, 2 of the 9, first and second. And look who's back up near the front. It is Perrin Huggins. Perrin Huggins to the inside of Vandermerel. Going for third. Looks like he's going to get it in the net spend at 8 Chevy Camaro. Drummond again has won stage 1 and stage 2. Just about halfway home for this race being completed here. 156 laps. 78 laps. And Trey Holmes going to the inside. Is that going to do anything for him? It does. That is a slick Mountain Dew ride. Green and black Chevy Camaro. Oh, and he hits the wall. Drummond back to the inside with Huggins right on his tail. Why put it in dry when you can put it in wet? Elliott Drummond is trying to get as much track position as he can. He knows Holmes is coming. Perrin Huggins has battled back through adversity. Again, he always seems to get himself in some type of trouble. Mischief, shenanigans, whatever you want to call it. It just happens. Drummond, Huggins, Holmes, Vanderbilt, Johnson, Weeks, DeWalt, Cutlip, Meyer, and Beal. Get that static tag. Huggins making a move for the lead. Going to the outside. Got it so far. And he's going to clear him. Back on top. After nearly killing the field. Perrin Huggins back in the lead. So Huggins, Elliott Drummond, Trey Holmes, Justin Vandermeer, and Cody Johnson, your top five. But right there, Matthew Weeks and Mike DeWalt. This will be a good battle here. Let's get the blimp cam, the old college try. And as we look around the course, a lot of battles being had in the trenches here. Looks like that's with Sawyers, Steiner, and Militia. All battling for 13th there. Fitzpatrick, after that unfortunate run of bad luck, finds himself back up to 12th. Ethan Burrell right there as well. Aiden Lund popping into the 10th position. Haven't said his name much, if any, tonight. Again, 15 years old from Manchester. One of the youngest drivers in the Gears Cup Series. Back out now to your leader, Perrin Huggins, who's got about a second. 1.3 seconds and growing. Over Elliott Drummond and Trey Holmes. I think a lot of these guys just preserving. Some of these guys, in particular, Perrin Huggins, he goes balls to the wall. It's all a difference in how you like to run. And things have spread out. It's calm. Kind of like that for a change. Got a long way to go yet. Again, Gears Cup Series, we do races, particularly half the length of a normal Cup race. You gotta realize, ladies and gentlemen, no bullshit there. But these guys have prepared for it. You could tell this week is a much different animal than last week. Has some occasional bad luck, racing deals, but definitely not the level of intensity as we had last week. And I think that's good for a chase race. You know, it's intense enough as it is being a chase race for the people that are in it, but for the drivers who aren't, that are trying to spoil the festivities, as it were. That's what makes a good parody of it. And it makes for great broadcasting. Perrin Huggins, Elliott Drummond, Trey Holmes, Cody Johnson, and Justin Vandermeer, your top five. With John Cutlip, Matthew Weeks, Brandon Meyer, Mike DeWalt, and Ethan Burrell rounding out your top 10. But Aiden Lund, Jonathan Militia, Robert Fitzpatrick Sr., Jeremy Bell, and Keaton Sawyers right there in your top 15. Again, no more cautions unless there is accident. And I kind of like that, which brings me to, again, as we got cut short last time, we're going to bring it back this time for another Gears Cup Series presents Loose and Loud. Back in now. Hopefully you enjoyed that a little bit. Maybe got up. Got a drink. We got a 3-second lead that Parrot Huggins has. And he has no plans on moving back. 3 seconds and counting. Not much more to say than Parrot Huggins came to play. And he's not ready to take his ball and go home yet. Elliott Drummond has won stage 1 and stage 2, just recapping the night. Oh, something happened here. Cody Johnson went for a ride. You could just tell coming out of the camera angle that something wasn't right. He slid. Oh, slaps the inside wall. And that is going to be a costly thing for him. Let's see him battle here for a couple of laps as he battles that right side, or excuse me, left side being severely damaged. Burrell all over the rear end as he slaps the wall on the outside now. Giving room. I do not think he's at full strength right now, and that is unfortunate. I was going to say he was up to 4th and the highest guy in the rankings in terms of chase playoff drivers, but he has slipped since back to 8th with Mike DeWalt there in 9th, and then Jonathan Militia and Jeremy Beal battling for 10th. Let's take a look at this. Sweet, sweet hot action between two Chevys. See what they got. Jeremy Beal, a guy I am very impressed with, has had a great night, bouncing in and out of the top 10. Has stayed the same. He qualified 10th. Currently 11th, so he hasn't really lost much or gained much, but he's doing very well. Excuse me, he started 12th. My apologies. As we're edging closer and closer to a conclusion, Perrin Huggins is your leader, ready to put Matt Albert a lap down. See if he's going to do that right now. Next time by will be 50 laps to go to the end of Chase race number 2. Again, next week, Iowa for the Red Seal 200, and then Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Coke 300. Again, special 4 stages. Hopefully y'all can join us for that one. Huggins all over the rear end of Albert now. Albert doing a decent job holding him off, but I think he'll let him go by eventually. Every lap, Perrin is closing in slowly but surely. Looks like Albert's car is slightly damaged on the left front, maybe ever so gently. Perrin Huggins is in first there with Elliott Drummond right here in second. About 3 seconds back of the leader. Watching this battle between Huggins and Albert. Albert finally gives way. Goes a lap down. Tyler Steiner next up on the list. He's going to get over. Maybe. A little cushion for the pushing. Perrin Huggins would love to have this lap traffic behind him, affecting Drummond and Vander Morel and Weeks. Drummond's now sub 3 seconds. Huggins still battling with Tyler Steiner to take that position away. Or excuse me, not to take a position, but to put him a lap down. Closing in yet again. 2.5 seconds now from Huggins to Drummond. Steiner looks to the inside. Floats up. And he's got him. And Huggins, another one of those contenders. Apparently he can't figure out how to put a goddamn banner on. But he is one of the playoff contenders. Screwing me up on commentary. But he is the playoff driver. Setting his sights now on 8th Lund. On this long green flag run, a lap 11:13 of 156 completed. And we are almost to the homeland. Multiple people are pitting, entering their personal fuel windows. Huggins now pitting. Good news for Cutlip, as now he's 18 spots from where he started. And we'll get to lead a lap or two around the track. And I believe he's going to get busted for speeding there. We'll see. Sean Anderson moving up into third. Good on him. He's had a rough night so far. You see that front end of that Ford Mustang a little crinkly. But he is now your leader with Robert Fitzpatrick in second place. Again, going through the pit cycles. So Sean Anderson and Robert Fitzpatrick, Sr., Aiden Lund, Matt Albert, and Elliot Drummond, your top five. Parent Huggins, Justin Vandermerel, Matthew Weeks, John Cutlip, and Trey Holmes rounding out your top 10. Question will be is when will Anderson and Fitzpatrick pit? Getting close, under 40 laps to go. Got to be thinking about your options. Some drivers that I know are good at doing the math can figure it out. Some wing it. I think I fall into that category sometimes. I just follow whoever I think has the best strat and get on the same page with them. That's what makes racing fun. Robert Fitzpatrick Sr. now your leader. I don't think I've said that all year. He's from Worth. I don't know where Worth is. Hopefully it's worth it. So glad to have Fitzpatrick as he's coming around to lead a lap. He'll get it done. Matt Albert almost 4.5 seconds back of the leader, Fitzpatrick. Both, I believe, have yet to pit. And if they're working to try to get their laps back before, I think it's a smart idea to stay out as long as they can. Try to run her out. Again, Chase Race 2 of 10. Next week will be Iowa. Looking forward to that for the Red Seal 200. And then the Coke 300 at Charlotte. Next week we'll have a better picture as well of who's on the bubble in terms of getting eliminated. And who's going to hold the place into the next phase of the chase. Elliott Drummond has taken over the lead as I'm talking and bambling away. Perrin Huggins, Matt Albert, Justin Vander Morel, Matthew Weeks, your top 5 with John Cumlin, Ethan Burrell, Trey Holmes, Cody Johnson, and Jeremy Beal rounding out your top 10. And I think before this race is over, let's do it one more time as they go into the pit cycles. Let's get loose and loud. as we're bringing you back in. 23 laps to go. Parent Huggins battling for the lead, gets it back from Elliott Drummond. Again, Drummond has taken both stages tonight, trying to go for the sweep. I think the 2 car may have something left in the bag for the 8 car, but they're going to wait to the end. Let's cycle around, see what we can find, get ourselves into some trouble. Matthew Weeks looks like going after some lap traffic here of Keaton Sawyers. Ethan Burrell battling back to 4th. Again, started 3rd. Now 4th, had to battle back a couple different times. Vander Morel started 5th, is 5th. Had a great long green flag run in the first stage. Second stage, he kind of tapped out. Now he's back into 5th. See what he can do. Cutlip there at 6th. Cody Johnson hanging around in 7th. Looks like after that pit stop, he got his car fixed up, used that fast repair. Trey Holmes hanging out there in 8th place. Mike DeWalt in 9th, having a solid run in that flexible DeWalt Toyota Camry. And then Jonathan Militia, the 69 Skoll Bandit Chevy Camaro. Looking around, you see your favorite driver. See where they are on the field. Looks like on the ticker at the top. You can take a look at that. Matt Albert back in the pits. Looks like 18th, and his day may be just over. We'll see. Looks like Jeremy Field is out of the race. That's unfortunate to see. Again, recruitment race to follow after this race. Parrot Huggins and Elliott Drummond have run away on the rest of the field. Parrot Huggins has about a 1.3 second gap between Huggins and Drummond. But then between Drummond and Weeks, it's about 6 seconds and growing. And Weeks is trying desperately, but a podium finish may be in order for 3rd. $17 laps to go. And it's the Parrot Huggins show. Huggins on the year. Huggins has 2 wins. Those wins, it's like being at Auto Club Speedway for the Jimmy Johnson Tribute 200. He actually won pole sitter, won stage 1 and stage 2. And then again, he wins at Brandon's Brittle at Bristol Motor Speedway. Got that win back on June 9th. And that was the last time he's won. Parrot Huggins had the fastest lap. Looks like 4 races out of the year. He's been fast all year long. We have a 2-time winner trying to close the book and get another one here tonight with 14 laps to go. Will it be Huggins or will Elliott Drummond figure it out? Stay here and find out more. Again, quick recap for you. Only have had 4 cautions here tonight. 2 of which were the stage breaks, 2 unscheduled. So these guys have done a hell of a job keeping their cars straight. They've had some action, but not nearly as much as we've seen in the last couple of weeks. Atlanta was just pure hell. I think it was for the drivers as well as the people viewing at home. But one of our highest rated videos we have out there at the moment. Drummond is putting on a clinic. Weeks and Burrell battling it out for third. Both Toyotas, both fast race cars. Let's see who prevails. Good side-by-side action between Weeks and Burrell. Burrell is going to take third away from Weeks, move into that podium spot. Laps to go as we near the conclusion of the University of Canada Phoenix 200. Chase race 2 of 10. And next week, we will be at Iowa. Nine laps to go with Perrin Huggins, Elliott Drummond, Ethan Burrell, Matthew Weeks, and John Cutlip, your top 5, with Justin Vanderburrell, Cody Johnson, Mike DeWalt, Jonathan Militia, and Keaton Sawyers rounding out your top 10. Drummond is closing 1.2 seconds. Albert out of the pit. That's a good sign. Drummond is closing. Six laps to go. Can Drummond pull it off? You see Huggins come into frame. And lap traffic is right there as well. Will that slow Huggins enough? With 5 laps to go, that slow him up enough for Drummond to catch it. Steiner about to go another lap down. DeWalt would be going down a lap if he can't stay out ahead of him here. Drummond pulling it within a second now. Four laps to go. Drummond, half a second. He is all over his bumper now. Going for the sweep. I knew Drummond was sandbagging a little bit. Keeping some in the back pocket. Oh, and they touch. Oh, Huggins taps him a little bit to get him loose. This is fighting. This is good, hard racing action. Huggins. Ooh. Oh, 2 laps to go. This is the finish I think we've been waiting for most of the season. The intensity is real. Drummond to the inside. coming to the white flag. One to go. Side by side, Elliott Drummond and Perrin Huggins going into 1 and 2. Even. Drummond keeps Huggins to the outside so he can't cross him up. Coming to the finish line, your winner is Elliott Drummond. Elliott Drummond has won the University of Cairn of Phoenix 200 and has completed the sweep. Tonight. He has won the University of Cairn of Phoenix 200. And win number 2 for Elliott Drummond here this season. Watch him as he celebrates, and we'll get interviews coming up here shortly. Winner, chicken dinner, as it were. Elliott Drummond, you are a popular guy this evening. Winner of the University of Cairn of Phoenix here on Twitch.tv. Elliott, give us a little bit of a synopsis or a breakdown of how your evening went.
Leading to not leading to, I have to back off my stuff, like save my stuff. Just I had a long run car. That's what it was. Perrin was obviously dominant on the short run compared to me. My car just felt alive on the long run. It was very loose in the short run, and then once the long run got going, it started to tighten up a bit. It was very stable through the first parts of the corner, a little loose off. But I mean everyone was loose, so I can't complain. But oh man, max points. Even though I'm just fighting for, I think, 13th in points, but
Hey, it is what it is as far as that goes. I mean, you got 2 wins on the season here. You are definitely slated to be a contender in the next season that we have in 2024. Again, congratulations to you. Is there anybody you want to thank here tonight?
I'm not. I was like say thanks to Perrin Huggins, man, dude. I race with an official sometimes, but dude, Perrin Huggins is one of the best drivers I race against, and I was so happy. It was a clean battle. I mean, he got into me a little bit. Man, that's just racing. It's short track racing, and it ain't cost me anything. So,
Sure.
dude, Perrin Huggins deserves a round of applause for his performance too. Not just me. He also won this race too. But
Yeah.
man, just for me, it was a great race. I like this. I like this track. Never thought I was really good at it, but then it just started clicking, and I don't understand. But man, I am stoked for this win. Hope the broadcast had a good final few laps to watch. It was pretty thrilling right there.
To have it go as long as green flag racing as it did, to have pitch strategy come into play, to watch you, I kind of knew what you were doing a little bit through your run. I was like, he's saving stuff for the end. I called it near the end, and when it became about 3 seconds, I'm like, yeah, he's dead. You know, the field's kind of holding back while Huggins is trying to get some position. But a great conclusion to the race. The last 10 laps were about as good as racing you can get here at the Gears Cup Series. Again, win number 2. I want you to keep on disappointing and coming back every week. Thank you for being a part of the Gears Cup Series. Again, congratulations on win number 2.
It's an honor to be in this series, man. And for how loose the car was tonight, any other league that wouldn't have gone more than 20 laps at max. So
Sure.
thank you to Gears. It was.
Well, we're happy to have you, Elliot. Congratulations. Go celebrate. Have yourself a nice soda or whatever you do, and enjoy your evening, sir.
Thank you, sir, man. Hey, that was fun.
And that was the number 2 car, Miller Genuine Draft driver Elliot Drummond, with win number 2. And a guy that has battled all night long, looks like I have with me here, number 37, Ethan Burrell. Ethan, he had to battle back through some adversity, as I mentioned, and I've mentioned multiple times through the broadcast. But how did you manage to come back and pull off and get a third-place finish?
Oh man, just pure want to. I went through the ringer tonight for sure. I had that early incident with Aaron. I think he bottomed out in the dog leg and jumped in the car. Thankfully, had the fast repair. Had to go a lap down. I came out of pit road right in front of the leader, so I stayed one lap down. Coming back through the field, man, just dodging cars. I got hit pretty good. Had to fix like 2 minutes of extra damage. Yeah, man, just pedaling. I knew I had pace with Aaron. I mean, I was mentioning him the other times. Once I got it fixed, I just had such a mountain to climb to even have a shot at those guys. But I'm ecstatic to make it back up to third.
Yeah, it was a good run that you had. Again, you had to battle so much. Like you and Perrin both. I mean, I was shocked Perrin didn't take out the rest of the field and only you got involved. So for you both to battle back, it's just a testament of your skill, and you make what is Gears Cup Series great. So again, podium finish. You can't feel too bad after what you've been through tonight. And again, you keep on with the continued success, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. And shout out to Elliot and Perrin. I know those guys were stout. It looked like they had a good battle, so I'll be excited to go back and check that out. Shout out to you, too, for putting on the show.
Thanks,
all the admin here in Gears. And John Cutlip at IMJD Designs on Twitter. He paints up the cars. And, yeah, man, just happy to be here. Happy to have another solid race.
Yeah, next week is going to be Iowa for the Red Seal 200. Hope to have you for that. And that'll be it here for the Gears Cup Series tonight as we finish off the presentation of the University of Carolina Phoenix 200 at Phoenix Raceway. For Ethan Burrell, I am Tom Torrey, thanking you guys for checking out the Gears Cup Series, and have a great weekend up ahead.